what's up, everybody? Music Therapy Labs with my Peruvian noisemaker here. How do you like that thing?
I'll tell you, Janice isn't going to like it.
Is it that loud?
Yeah.
Oh, really? No. I got to remember to keep all loud things away from the mic because, you know, this thing can get too loud sometimes. But what's happening, everybody? Here we are at the Gear and Demo Show. A little late start. Sorry about that. Work, of course, prevails over the fun because this is not my work yet, but you never know. Someday it might be, right? That's kind of the dream. Some people are already living the dream. I think we see him in there. Johnny Bean, where you at? He's making his dream come true, which is awesome. And we've got, let's go to the very top of the chat here. Some guy named Music Therapy Laz there saying, ho, 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 Santa Laz is on his way.
Johnny said you need to turn your echo off again.
My echo off. Well, that's what he said last time too, but then it went really quiet. So I don't know why he's saying to turn my echo off.
I don't know. I don't have mine on.
Well, let's see what happens if I turn it off.
Just turn your microphone gain up.
Yeah, I can do that. I can turn the gain up. But let's do the echo cancellation thing. It's not even registering on the
So you got to turn the gain up.
well, I mean, it's showing now. I've got like some green bars and no red or yellow bars. But I have.
Yeah, you got to get it up to the yellow because now you're down. What about on StreamYard itself?
How about
Where
that?
do you have a
How about that?
little bit more?
Well, I think that's set automatic on StreamYard.
We'll take that off. I don't have mine on either. I have the volume on StreamYard all the way up, the echo off, and I'm controlling it with the board.
All right, we'll do that. All right. So now I have volume all the way up on the StreamYard mic. And on the interface, I'm at 3 o'clock, which is almost all the way. So how's that?
It's still low, but
Really?
I don't know.
Interesting. Even now?
Well, now it's a little better.
Is it too much?
No.
Okay. Is it
There you
just
go.
right? All right. I'll try not to put the clapper anywhere near. How's this?
That's good. There you go. That works.
All right. Okay. Now that we've got all that out of the way, welcome to the Gear and Demo Show, where we mostly talk about gear. Sometimes we demo it. Last week I did show some of these, kind of like a first run through of sorts. You know, you just test it out kind of thing. And by the way, we are doing the 12 Days of ROCKMAS, Ron. Did you know that?
Yeah, this is day 6.
And even though you're on the show, you're still a winner.
Thank you.
In my book. So we got Ryan Hall, previous winner.
Bye, Johnny.
He's been
Johnny's
is
going
he
to
taking
dinner.
off? He's got to go. I knew
Yep.
he was going to have to get dinner because I started late, and such is life. But we've got Ryan Hall, the music and law to all here who are musical, right? I guess he's got friends that are non-musical too. Maybe he's a music and law to them as well, bringing the music to them, right?
You never know.
I hope so. And then we've got front teeth at bottom toppers. I guess we'll have to ask for something flashy and special. Or maybe I just get to make the show, or if I need help, Mama Music and Law. Well, there was that Christmas song about the 2 front teeth or something for Christmas. Or look at that.
Together.
I have to applaud that thing. Look at that thing. Very well done. Very well done. So that's going out, right?
I'm going to mail it Saturday.
Nice.
Yep.
Very good. Cool.
Or ship
I
it
heard
Saturday.
Johnny got his guitar, the Hollow Flash, but mine is in Kentucky.
Yours? I don't know.
Was there something special about that package, Ron?
That was your guitar maintenance kit tools.
Oh, that's it?
So
Not the guitar?
it went from Ohio to Pennsylvania, from Pennsylvania to San Pablo, and then from San Pablo to Kentucky, from Kentucky to Illinois, and now it's back on its way to you.
Right on. Ian Nunez, or is it Nunez? What's up, dude? And we got Billy Ray, 5150, also here. Well, I thought you were talking about my brother Andy's guitar, so I was a little nervous there.
No.
That's not gonna,
that should be there. I
getting
think
shipped
Monday.
all around the world, because that's the worst thing to have getting shipped around all over the world, right?
No, that should be Monday. You get that back.
Yeah, support Lav's channel. If you're signed up for the channel, and give a thumbs up on all shows, and if you want to cash support, look at that. Thank you, Ryan. You can do that if you want to. You don't have to.
Greasy.
But we are going to start monetizing. Maybe during the holidays, I might start monetizing after the giveaways are done, because I don't want interruption there with all those ads. Johnny says, "Yo." By the way, Johnny had a great show. You guys had a great show the other night. Was it last night or the night before? I think it was
Tuesday.
The night before. Tuesday. So yeah, 2 nights ago. I listened to the whole thing in 1.85 times speed. That's how I do it. and you guys were making fun of me at the end there, but it was all good. It's like the good kind of brotherly love fun. By the way, people who don't understand that, just, we're like brothers, so we're going to mess with each other. Ron finally figured it out, because it took a while, right, to get used to it. Yeah. But you know what? It's all good, man. It's like, with the heavy metal crowd, what is the first thing they say to you, and what do they show? What finger do they show to you when they first say hey to you? It's like that message that Johnny Bean got from Nuno Betancourt. This, what are over here. So that's how we show our love in the music community. We got Peggy. She says she's back. The power went out and glad it came back. Oh, okay, right on. Yeah, that can be we had earthquakes here, a lot of them recently. I actually did some door adjusting for some of the clients I've had. I've installed some of their doors because the frames kind of move around, and then, the doors don't fit. And you don't want people getting trapped in the bathroom or anything like that during the holidays. We got Keith H., also previous and recent promoter.
Keith?
What do you call him? Promoter, subscriber? I guess a donator to the channel. Thank you very much, Keith. I always give the shout out to those who donate, and you guys are donating when you hit a like, or if you share the channel. We're getting really close to that 1,000, and with the help of friends like Phil McKnight too, and Johnny Bean, shouting out my channel. All you guys got to do, if you just share it to one of your friends, like the people in the chat right now, just share the channel to one friend, or tell them to share it to 1 or 2 friends, and then they'll tell 2 friends, And then next thing you know, we're over 1,000. I can finally give away a guitar, right? We got user Brian VH 5150 BP also here. What's up, dude? Right on, man. New person that I haven't seen in the chat here before, which is awesome. And Luis Villarreal. I like to say it like that with r. And who else do we got in here? I think we're starting to get a pretty good contingent here. We got another new person, I think, Earl Patch. I think I've seen your name around before. Just popping in to say, hey, but I'm heading to bed. All right, it's all good, dude. We do the Sunday morning show at 10 a.m. Pacific time, which is like 1 p.m. Eastern. And for Europeans or people like where our friend Chris, who might be watching, there might be people watching this. Let's see if we change the chat back to where we see all destinations. We'll see the people from Facebook here too, I believe. We do have a check mark up there. But we are back to having Roxy in the corner here. As a matter of fact, I can even change the media asset to this. Check that out. Back to that. Right on.
What?
So some of you guys recall seeing this in the past. Some of you who are new don't know what the heck that is. That is the Frankenvan. Well, it doesn't have those stripes on it yet, but I am planning to do it. Just like a lot of things. I got plans. And then we got Ock Ears in. What's up, dude? He's saying hi to everybody in here. Octopus Ears saying hi to Ron. And, he does said hi. He said hi to me here. Laz, my Hungarian. Oh, that was Ryan. Wait, I'm jumping around here. Where'd it go? Okay, the chat's starting to fly. But yeah, we had a great time. I did want to talk to you guys about a little bit of our trip down to LA. Right, we went to Los Angeles. We drove down, and we saw Mammoth again. I swore an oath You know, I didn't say like for how long, but I basically swore an oath to Edward Van Halen that I will see his son play in every concert that's near me from here on out until the day I die, because I never got to see Edward play live. You know, I was there, but I didn't get to go in because the tickets were locked in. It's a story I've told many times. But there's new people here, so you know, if you haven't heard this story, I was in the parking lot at Mountain View Shoreline Amphitheater, and I don't even know what the opening band might have been. My cousin Art likes to party, and I do too. You know, like hanging out with my cousin and having a good time. His friends wanted to get in there earlier, and I think for that show it might have been seated tickets that we had, so we weren't worried about having to where we're gonna get a space on the lawn or whatever, right? So we just hung back and kicked back for a while, and then I'm like, come on, let's go. I said let's go several times. Like no, wait. And so then I'm like, dude, I can hear the drill, you know, for Pound Cake. I think that was the opening song. And I'm like, dude, they're already starting. Come on, let's go. And we get out of the car. And then he's like looking for the tickets that were locked in his friend's car that he came with, because he jumped into my car. And his friends locked their car door, obviously, and he left the tickets in there. So I was trying to wrestle, you know, through him, because he's a big football playing, basketball playing, big athletic dude. I couldn't get past him. He was wrestling me down. I was gonna break the window. I wanted to get into that show, man. But maybe it was a good thing, because I have that weird, crazy memory of never seeing Van Halen live, and I did get to see everyone except Ed live. I saw Alex on stage talking about, you know, their experience growing up and doing music and everything. That brother's book is right here that I got with his signature on it, you know. And that was a really great show to see, like that talk that he had. I was hoping there might be some Q&A, but I can understand why he didn't want to do that. And it's nice to hear now as well that he's actually interested in playing drums again, because he had a really serious back injury, and that's why, you know, he was kind of out of commission. And, you know, it was all kinds of rumors out there why he's quitting drums and whatnot. But we have our friend G. Butchnoff, who bought some of those drums during that auction. He got a couple of the bass drums. That's my stomach growling because I haven't even had dinner yet. Let me take a sip. Got my Santa mug. So we are going to do a giveaway tonight. Not really much to demo or show you guys. I just wanted to do the giveaway, and then tomorrow I'll do another giveaway during the daytime. So I'll do an earlier, maybe 11 o'clock in the morning or something like that. So it's in the afternoon for some. Some people might be getting off work a little early on this Friday, this weekend, who knows. And that way we can, oh, Greasy Monkey's here too. What's up, dude?
Greasy.
Saying hi to everybody. And that way we can try to catch up on the 12 days of Christmas, because we're getting close, and I've only got 6 down, including this one, right? So we got Lunamatic. That's a cool name, Lunamatic 9775. What's up, dude? Or Dudette. Looks like dude. Yeah, it's hard to tell from the picture. It's too small. But yeah, we got Peggy. Peggy's also here. Yeah, you know, he's been losing a little bit of weight, but he's an Italian kid, grew up with an Italian mom, so you know what happens, right, Ron? You have the same.
Yes, I do know.
You went through the same stuff, right?
Yep.
But he was always a big dude, and some people are just big dudes, you know? Yeah. So away from the phone, you're still open on it. Oh, okay, cool. Right on. You're listening and lurking, as they say, and then we got. I don't know how to say this, but I guess it's on Denonk. Dropped a like. Right on, dude. Thank you very much. So that's all you got to do. Now, to win, it does help if you stick around, right? Because you want to see your name drawn on the name of Wheels. And during the week, I posted a video of walking through and showing you guys what they have at the Guitar Center in Anaheim, because that's the one that we always go to when we're at NAMM. It's right there in Anaheim, right? And what was cool about this visit was they had a really nice I thought it looked cool. Explorer on the wall. And that Explorer reminded me a lot of that darker colored kind of 70s era with gold parts and all guitar, that Explorer that the Edge would play. And I was a big fan of the Edge, like at that time. I was very into new wave and all that kind of music. I loved U2's music, especially his guitar playing and Bono's singing too. And like one of the most incredible singers to this day, you know, out there, right? Yeah, yeah, that's right. Yeah, I did. Octopus Ears was jamming out in the background in that video, by the way. If you couldn't pick up his how would you call it, soulful playing in the background. And then we had Alex Radford, who I invited as well onto the show. It was a pretty guitar, but it had issues, right? I mean, the tuning was an issue. It had some different pickups in it. Not that that's bad. And then a lot of times when you're picking up used gear from Guitar Center, they don't have the case or they don't have the bag or whatever. They usually don't want that stuff. So I didn't even ask because Alex did a quick lookup on the serial number. We looked up what year model it was. And obviously it wasn't an early 70s one or anything like that. It was like a redo. But obviously not built when they were doing them perfectly right or anything. It wasn't anything totally wrong with it, but it just, the tuning bags, they were so bad. They wouldn't have to be replaced. So that was one negative thing. And then I looked on Reverb for similar year models to that. And there were some that were with the case in excellent condition for $100 or $200 less. So I'm like, well, I know that at Guitar Center, they don't really negotiate on the used stuff. I don't know if you, as far as I know.
That's
maybe
why I
if
don't
you
deal
trade,
with them very much.
Yeah, maybe if you trade. But yeah, buy Firefly. Well, for me, it's more like, if you haven't noticed, I'm an emotional buyer. So I'll fall in love with something like Fernando up there, and I just got to have it. And luckily for me, that thing was only $400 because otherwise I would have been like, ah. But for $1,700 for that Explorer, I thought, well, let's see if I hold off. I think maybe after the new year and into the year next year, there might even be more price dropping on stuff. I don't need that guitar right now. Just like the Floral Gem, I was about to buy that Floral, that first year model. That was the one reason why I was really jonesing for that, because it's a year number one. And I kind of have a thing for like a first edition book, like my Santana guitar, which is actually in the case over here. The Santana guitar I bought, it's a first year model SE. And I've always wanted to know or wondered, did SE have a name? Is SE stand for something like Santana Edition? Because I've heard other reasoning, like it has something to do with the place where, I don't know. But the SEs were first created by having a student model, a cheaper model made with the Santana name on it. They asked Santana if he would, he asked them actually. He was asking PRS, can we make a cheaper model for beginners and for, and so that is kind of how that started. And so the SE, I don't know what the SE stands for, but it'd be a question I'd like to ask Paul Reed Smith maybe if I see him at NAMM, because the original Santana models don't have SE on it. It has Santana.
Special edition.
Special editions. Yeah, I've heard other like reasoning. Yeah, that is Rockin'. You guys want to see Rockin' Santa? Here, grab him. This is Rockin' Santa. He's playing the right guitar. He's got the right guitar in hand, right? Check it out. That's right. Santa Claus. So, you guys want to see the Santana? Actually, I just played it. I was playing it last night. This and that bass in the background. I don't know if you see the headstock of the bass right there, but it's a Squier Precision. But yeah, check this thing out. So the headstock says Santana. And I don't think it says SE even on the back. On the back it says built by World Music Instrument Co. Limited, Korea, under exclusive license for PR guitars, and then a number. That's it. It is a neck through, so it is a, well, neck through, you know what I mean. It is not a bolt on like most SEs are, by the way. Most of them are, right? Aren't they? I don't know a lot about PRs.
I haven't messed with Paul Reed Smith since I had one in the 80s.
But I was actually drawn to the No Birds. It has this abalone, kind of a slant slashing kind of a thing there. And I was drawn to it by that, and I immediately recognized the body shape, right? And then looking at other ones like this, they all have that same kind of chain discoloration or difference in pickup ring color. The top one's a yellower one, the bottom one's a whiter one. But man, I gotta tell you, this thing rocks. And as a matter of fact, if you go look at videos about this line of guitars, they talk about how Santana wasn't told that they were made overseas. And after he'd already checked it out and played it and said, wow, this is fantastic, you know, and he's like, well, I got a surprise for you, you know, Mr. Santana. I don't know what his first name is. Do you guys know?
Carlos.
Carlos. Oh my God, how can I not know that? Of course it's Carlos. That just
Carlos
shows you
Santana.
my age. I'm old, I'm getting old. My brain doesn't work. So, you know, they said, well, Carlos, you'll be shocked to hear that these are made in Korea. And this is in what?
I don't know.
No,
Like
1999,
I didn't
2000. I think in 2000 is when they were starting to sell them, but they were already making them in 1999, right? So I think 2000, 2001. Anyway, it has a, you know, I never looked up the number. I could probably look it up. Hey, Steve Rezer, what's up, dude? And Andy Boy. Yo, what's up, dude? Oh, that's Boyle. I saw Boy. That's the guy that I play music with, you guys. He couldn't make it last night, so I just rocked out with Steve, and we played till 9:30, dude. So Andy over here is the British Australian. He's actually British, but his accent, I think he's got Scottish, kind of from the northern, right? Isn't that northern part of Britannia? And man, we gotta. You know what would be a great trip to do, dude? If you ever go to like Scotland or to the island there, I want to go. I've always wanted to go there. One of my favorite of all time drinks is a black and tan, which is, you know, Guinness and usually a brown ale, like some kind of a amber of sorts, like Newcastle is one of my favorites. Yeah, just northern England. Okay, like Sean Bean. Who's Sean Bean? Is that John's brother? Johnny has a brother in Scotland. The Esteban commercials are the worst, right? Those guitars, by the way, are just no. Don't get those. Anyway, so I gotta tell you, man, it's a great guitar. I like to see what Johnny Bean thinks of it too, you know. But I think I've had Brent play it and he liked it. It's nice. It's nice. Yeah. So it's got one little ding on it on the front. That's the only negative. And I'm thinking about doing doing the old super glue repair on that. Do you see it right there?
Yeah.
Right there. There it is. Right in the circle. So it's not a major one, but it would be nice to repair it, you know. Other than that, it looks like it's had a couple other similar repairs done to it. But other than that, man, it's a player. So, you know, Carlos even said, I think that I'd play that out on stage. It's perfect. It's great. Oops, what fell down? Oh. Sometimes when I push the table I have here with the keyboard, it's not on it right now. I push it up, the legs that I have under it just go flop. So, should we commence with giveaways, you guys? What do you think?
Sure thing.
Is there anything else you want to tell us about or show us or anything? half an hour.
Now
into it
I'm going to sample the sound of this tomorrow on Johnny's show.
Okay, cool.
But I did. It's got the 3-way switch
Mm-hmm.
with one pickup, so you're getting 3 different sounds out of it. Now the only issue is the 2 capacitors CC sent me. Even though one was a vitamin T 22, the orange drop, they go by a code.
Gotcha.
And it turned out to be a 22 also. So when they were both in there, you had the bridge pickup sound. Then both other switches sounded the same because it was the same value. And the only other one I had, so we went from 0.22, and the only other one I had now is 0.05. So it's like you hear the volume, you hear it, you flip to that one and it like almost goes dead. You can still hear it, but it's dead. Then you flip to the 22 and it comes a little louder. But you are getting 3 different sounds. So, and this
Really cool.
Again, this was an experiment, wiring it this way.
Right. Yeah.
So
that's what's fun about doing mods, right? You can like
Yeah.
do something different and get something more out of an otherwise everyday guitar.
Well, I
like the
mean, you
one
don't see
pickup
3-way
guitar.
switches on a single humbucker with
Yeah.
nothing else. But what I'm guessing you'd have to do is try a few different capacitors.
Uh-huh.
And like where this one's 22, the other one should be a 10, not a 0.05.
Right.
So, but yeah, play around with capacitors you like to get different sound. Then you have the way it's rigged up. You have
Here, let me solo you. So
just the
people can see
bridge
that.
pickup right here,
Nice.
and then flip it in the middle, and then you go to the 0.05, and then up here you hit the 22, 0.22.
Very cool.
So you do get 3 different sounds from it.
So when you're playing in full humbucker mode, is it in the up 3 position or down 1? Okay, good. I was gonna say I hope so because
just that Kramer.
That's how I always know like down is the humbucker, right? But
Yeah.
there are some guitars that do weird combinations.
Yeah,
of
that's
where
that
they put stuff.
eruption pickup.
Yeah.
And
So CC did pay me, by the way, you guys, for these upgrades that I bought. So I that Vegatrem, the 51, well, not 5150, but it's the eruption pickup that they have in the Eruption 78
Yes.
guitars that you buy from Fender, right? Or was that made by who made that? Was it made by Gibson?
Gibson.
I think
yes.
Gibson made that. So it's a Gibson pickup, which is supposed to emulate that first black and white Frankie sound, right?
Yeah.
Not necessarily a 5150. He might have had different pickups in the 5150s, did he?
You'd have
I'm
to ask John.
curious.
I think that was a
Yeah.
59, wasn't it?
Well, I think that was supposedly pulled out of a 335, and then he put that into that guitar. But what did he have in the Destroyer that was different? So there's so many stories that I don't know a lot of this stuff. But Matthew Stewart, you dude, he already reached out to me.
You guys are
We're
more
chatting about
of
NAMM.
the tech guys on the guitars than I am for Edward.
Well, I'm not. You can't include me in that category whatsoever. I'm a voyeur at best, you know. I've been reintroduced to Van Halen in a different light through Johnny and his channel and all the other gear nerds on YouTube, but more by him because he's a real, he's the bona fide guy. I mean, he doesn't BS and make up stuff. So he'll tell you what he really does know to be true. And he respects, obviously, the Van Halen's a great deal, and he would never say something, we respect him for that. And that's why I appreciate, Oh, by the way, the pink shirt. Thank you, James. I am in support of the small shops as well, not just the Guitar Center. I'm going to be posting, tomorrow I'll post another video, which will be another one of these fun ones where you have to put something in the comment to be entered in the next giveaway. So I'm trying to make it a little bit more fun than just boring, let's spin the wheel and there's a name, And it kind of helps with the channel too to get some comments. So I always ask you guys to do them, but I get a couple few. But it's kind of fun to include it as part of the winning, to find a way to win. And there are some people that actually got 3 entries in today's giveaway. So I'm going to have to put their name on the wheel 3 times for not just one, commenting, but 2, answering that it was a black pick guard, and 3, that Slash was the, even though I talk about it in the description, Slash was the cameo soloist in one of MYLES Kennedy's songs. Just walked on stage soloing and soloed for like 5 minutes and then walked off. So I do notice that I'm hitting the red a couple times, like when I'm a little loud. So tell me if there's anyone in there that, yeah. Yeah, 6 of 12. That's right. So we didn't start on December 1. I'm just doing Rockmas. So it's not Christmas. It's Rockmas. So we do it when we want. Right? It's Rockmas. Santa Laz is Rockmas. So I do it when I can. So tomorrow I'll do a show at like maybe 11 o'clock in the morning. Get some other things done. And then we'll do another one of these where you have to, leave a comment, and then we'll add your name to the name of wheels. So we're going to do 2 different ways of winning. The first one, let's do it the easy way. So wait, anyone that's in here, do you want to show something else? I got to make a comment.
Octo, you got to play the Kelly, huh?
Oh, yeah, he did make a comment up above, by the way, you guys. I did highlight that, and he says that it plays fantastic now.
Ooh, thank you.
I do what I want, right?
I'm glad you liked it. I mean, because that thing took a lot of work.
I do what I want when I can. That's kind of how we do it. But yeah, man. So if you guys are ready, what I'm gonna do is keep commenting. I'm gonna do the name of wheels one first, because in the meantime we'll bring up the StreamYard. What is it called? Their thing. The StreamYard giveaway tool. That's so funny. So very easy to use the giveaway tool, by the way. You just go to the page, click on StreamYard giveaway page, and then you click on, there's like a little blue, link thing, just a paragraph down. You click on the stream that you're doing, and then you can have people put something in there or nothing. So right now I'm just going to collect names. You don't have to put anything because people are already commenting plenty. We don't need to have extra comments. Have you played a Silver Sky SE? I did, but that was a while ago. It was at when they first came out, and I have picked them up a couple times here and there. But you know what I'll do is I'll take this in with me to a guitar store. What I'll do is I'll take this one in with me to another store I've been wanting to do, like maybe this one, Guitar Showcase in San Jose. During the holidays, like right after my sweetie's gone, I'll have a little more free time, and I'll get a cat's away, might as well play kind of thing. That's what she keeps saying. And I'll go down to Showcase, maybe meet up with Rich and Johnny or something. We'll have breakfast or whatever he does on a Monday. Maybe this coming Monday, or I think it'll have to be the one after because she's still going to be here. And I think we're going to be prepping for a trip and all. But bottom line is, I'll go to some of these other small stores. Maybe I'll take it. Where there's a lot of PRSs, I'll take it to Danville Music, and they have a lot. They have like custom stuff there. They have a lot of really, really stuff they order custom and sell. And it's like amazing how they sell stuff through that place. As a matter of fact, we were talking about Philip McKnight earlier. He did a really awesome shout out of my channel saying that, hey, watch Laszlo's or Music Therapy Laz's channel, because that's what small channels should be doing. That kind of thing. Stuff like the bigger channels can't do. Like what Johnny does too. You building guitars and doing man on the street kind of things. Walking into a store and doing a walkthrough and showing all the equipment and all the stuff they have. There's so much stuff that you can get for musical friends and family. If you haven't gotten a gift for somebody yet, maybe the best thing is just get a gift card to one of these shops. $50 gift card. They can then choose, hey, I can use that towards a pedal I've been wanting to get, but I don't have 150, but I have 100. I can buy the pedal, that kind of thing.
Dane's good for dealing.
Yeah, Dane will ship. So, what those guys were saying before, they were wrong. He will ship. Those guys.
Octo, did you like the sound of the pickups in that Kelly? That's the first set I ever rewound myself.
I don't think they would, because that would be kind of, opening the floodgates to that kind of thing, right? I don't think that, I don't think that they would. I don't even know if that would be something they would be allowed to do as a rep of, gear. So there's probably clauses that they sign when they rep stuff, right? But you never know. Maybe Skips would if they get one. But you know what you do, Brent? You buy it and then you return it like all the other YouTuber people out there. Well, see, the reason he's asking is he's got the quad cortex, the nano one now, right? Isn't that what it is? The nano cortex. Is that what it's called? Nano cortex or just nano? Nano. But you know what? I've heard several other people talking about one of the big differences between like Neural and some others is that you get the downloads of all their stuff for free. Oh, Ron, I didn't get to plug it in, just got to hold it and riff on it for a minute. Yeah. Well, that tells you a lot still, though, right? Yeah. Nano cortex.
Compared to what it was.
Right? So, I mean, that's what I did with the Floral, and I'm like, this thing is perfect, except for I just had to tighten down or pull down the on the high E string side of the pickup. The middle one was buzzing on the string. I'm like, man, you can't put a guitar on the rack like that unless you want people to think it's bad. And then
yeah, then they pass on.
That's what happened with the Joe Satriani one. They stuck it up in the corner, hiding it, and I'm like, wait a minute, what's that up there hiding? And I bought it for $5.99.
See, I want one of those that Vox that Johnny's got now, the Beetle.
Yeah,
I want to get one of those.
Did he get one of those mini Beetle thingies?
Yeah.
Oh, that's so cool. Yeah. They're those are just as cool as this, if not more. They're kind of like similar kind of a thing, right?
I think
Holly got her Chuyo, by the way. It's not Chulo, it's Chuyo, because it's Spanish. If you didn't know, the two L's in Spanish is yo. So if you spell yo in Spanish, it's LLO, yo. Anyway. All right, so we've got, I know Ron is jealous because I got the pink one. Yeah, he definitely wanted that one for his wife. He wanted that one for his wife. I mean, do you let her wear pink? Is this pink thing so bad for you that you can't see the women in pink?
She really doesn't like it.
She just wears black too. She's a rock and roller or what?
Yeah, she wears dark colors.
There was this thing that Phil McKnight also talked about, which was funny when he went to Gear Street, the very first one that Henning did, and it was called, actually the very first one was called GitCon. He did that with Warmouth at their facility, and there were these photographer people that come and like, doesn't anywhere wear anything with some color in it? And they're like, oh, we're all musicians, man. It's just like black t-shirt, jeans, that's it, nothing else. You won't see colors unless it's like Henning, who looks like he just got spun out of one of those barrels where you dip the swirl guitars into or something like that, because he's got those
Hawaiian
funky
shirts.
colorful crazy what's that, Mr. Goo Goo or something like that is where he gets his clothing from for free. So he doesn't ever have to buy clothes unless he wants to. Like when he goes out, probably for dinner with his wife, something like that, with the family or whatever, he probably dresses in some real clothes. But most of the time he's wearing like it looks like crazy pajamas, like you're on an acid trip pajamas. That's what this stuff looks like. It's funny as hell. It's definitely eye-catching, which is part of the idea. So yeah, so Neural is interesting. Yeah, almost better than an amp. It's the best an amp can sound all the time. I still don't really know how I feel about it, but it's cool. Right, so that's kind of the thing about that, is that it's almost too pristine, is what I've heard some people like. I've heard Pete Ornray of Andertons, famous player. He played with Michael Jackson and all kinds of people. I mean, that guy's big time, right? He knows his gear, right? He could tell you, and he was saying the thing that he doesn't like about it is it's almost too perfect, and sometimes you got to have something fighting you a little bit, just like humans, or we're not, what's the best way to put it? We're not efficient. So part of the problem I have with some of the politics going on around this efficiency stuff is that, look, you know, this whole argument about efficiency and government and whatnot, I get it. It's important that we don't waste money. But human beings are not efficient. And if you're going to be running the country by not humans, then how is that government going to understand the people? How's it going to understand what they feel and how it's like to be inefficient and that they need help when they're inefficient, or stuff's not working because it's inefficient. There's some truth to the inefficiency of music gear too for the situation where you have to use what you got right now and frickin' make the song, and make it work. And then there's people that get really deep into all the perfectionism of it and all the gear and this and that. I heard Keith talking about this in his show, The 5 Watt World, and he was talking about how Rick Beato said to him, hey, you don't need to buy all this expensive gear for studio recording. You got everything you need. You don't need more, because if you're really going to record an album, you're coming to my place and recording in my studio, and I have stuff that you couldn't dream to own. So don't even think twice about why would you want to buy that $5,000 or $10,000 UA mic. If you're going to record on that level, you're coming here. Yeah, is it too perfect? Yeah, right? Yeah, it's too perfect. So 943 subs. We're getting there, you guys. See? Look at that. 4 more. I think we need 57 more. But we're almost at 1,000. Thanks, Colin. Getting there, right? Gaining on that 1,000. And I really honestly have turned my opinion on the whole monetizing thing. I think honestly why my channel hasn't been grown is because I'm not monetizing. I think monetizing, if you're not doing that on YouTube, then YouTube's going to ignore you as a channel, and that's a problem. Oh, 4 more since the last time you watched. There you go. Right on, man. And then we dropped 4 too, right? That happens too. Yeah. But the bottom line is that you do have to monetize if you want to grow, because you got to let YouTube make money off you, and that's kind of the bottom line. Because there are no ads now, but there will be when I monetize, right? And then I'll try to do the ads in a way that don't interfere. Like with the live shows, you don't want ads during the live show. You want the watch hours, so you do the live shows, but then I'll put more shorts and put more videos out. At least 1 a week, I'll put like a regular video or 2 out. At least 1 a week. And I'll try to do more original music and stuff like that too, because another thing that's been a big change in my life recently is I've been working with someone who's been working with trying to help me get to where I want to be in life. And one of the things that she said is that, look, Laszlo, you've got to do what works. Sometimes people don't like it. Even Rick Beato and them were talking about this with Tim Pierce, that they don't like doing this kind of clickbait, title stuff that's, disruptive. But I'm drinking liquid death lately, so, I mean, you gotta do the disruptive stuff. You gotta do the stuff that works on YouTube and on the algorithm, and then you change the world in other ways, right? So speaking of dinner, dude, I don't know why, but when I just saw you say dinner, I thought of that Nepal place, Nepal, that great restaurant that we went to when we went to see Chris Buck, which that's another amp I need to demo for you guys. The 65 reissue Blackface Deluxe Reverb amp that I have, that he said is a special one. It's really nice. So it's probably been some stuff done on it. So you're working all day on Christmas, Billy. Well, bless you for, doing that, man. Are you Santa on Christmas? I hope so. But whatever you're doing, man, I'm sure the people that are going to be using your services and whatever it is that you do, I'm sure that they're going to be glad for it. You can
Billy, if you write a ticket for somebody, will it count if you're wearing a Santa hat?
Is he a policeman?
Yeah.
Do you do traffic? Are you traffic cop? Or are you like a regular, like out on the highway, or what kind of policeman?
He's everything.
Wow. So sheriff?
No, he's Phoenix.
Oh, okay. I was just wondering because those guys up on the border, the ones that were up there close to Canada. I'm making a Super Trooper reference here. They have the most fun. That was one of my favorite all time. Okay, Patrol, right on, man. That's cool. I have a great deal of respect for officers of the law because they do a really hard job. My wife's dad was a policeman, brother-in-law, commandante of 2 or 3, I think 3 police stations at one time. Hey, there he is. We speak of the devil, right? We were talking about you, Dane. Right on for popping in. Dane does indeed ship, so go check out his small store. And he's got 2 now, right?
He's got over 500 guitars.
Yeah, he just bought a big collection, right? I was talking to the collector, Jerry, down at the collector store in Orange, and that's the next video that's going to pop, by the way. I'm hinting out at there that we're going to have the collector who's going to be, I don't show him because he didn't want to be on camera. He prefers not to be. But I showed his store, and he's got some cool stuff. And that's the guy who actually gave me this big picture, Beatles, Abbey Road, walking on the crosswalk thing. Oh, Peggy, your daughter works in an animal shelter, so she's going to work on the holidays. Wow. Or a reverb shop. Got a link? Yeah, we should probably post a link for him, right?
Yeah, for Dane. Yeah.
Well, Dane, I don't have you. I haven't given you a wrench. You should have a wrench, bro. Okay, hold on. How do we do that? How do we? I'm giving him a star, but that's not the same. How do I give him a wrench? Wait a minute.
I have yet to watch your video from today, Dane. I started to, then I realized it was time for this show.
I haven't been watching him lately. I should be. So how do I wrench you? Okay. Oh, I have to get you out of the. Okay, here we go. Put user timeout, delete comment, or ban user and delete their comments. Oh my God. No. How do I add him as a wrench? I have to do it on YouTube, don't I?
Here, Dane, I'll show you this now.
Yeah, I got to go to YouTube now. Let's do it on YouTube. We're going to go there. Might as well. I got to turn it down. Johnny's probably sending me messages right now. Laz, you got to go to YouTube.
Look, Dane. Looks a little bit different.
Nice. Dude, hold on. Let me solo you on that shot. Dude, that's
This
awesome.
came from Dane and Billy Ray.
Wow. Look at that thing. Nice. All right, Dane. Where are you at? Here, I got to give you a wrench. There you are. All right. Channel activity. Hey, boys, how are you? Report pin. Report. Go to channel. Add as moderator. Bingo. There you go. Make you a standard moderator, or should I make you managing one? I think, yeah, I think we'll let you be a full-on managing moderator.
Thank you, Dane.
There you go. So now you can manage stuff, Dane. Don't go crazy. Oh, man. It's all good. Love you, man. He gave me a great deal on the Friedman, by the way, that was previously owned by Philip McKnight. And it's the one he's talked about in other videos, too, where he said, I asked my kids, what's the most expensive guitar on the wall? And I told them they're never going to guess it. And they picked wrong. And then he asked them, which one's the cheapest one? And they picked that Friedman because it's the most, road-worn one. And he says, that's actually the most expensive one. And they're like, what? 6.7. Okay, I had to do that once during the show. The latest 6.7 thing I heard about was when people go to In-N-Out, whenever somebody's number 67, they go 6 and the whole place cheers like crazy. So they have to ban the number 6 and the number 7 and 67 along with 69, which we know why. Because at In-N-Out Burger, you can't have 69, Yeah, that guitar is amazing, Ron. You do. Oh, well, you didn't do any work on that, did you? You didn't paint that.
No. Well, what I did is
I
sanded it and buffed it out a little bit, brought the shine back.
Yeah, like my brother's guitar. Nice job.
But it's got some dings in it. Mm-hmm. But, I actually have Barry Rich's guitar and Dane's guitar right in there right now, and I can't do anything because of the weather. We're supposed to get 7 inches of snow Saturday and Sunday.
Oh, wow.
So I can't do anything, but I wanted to, I'm going to fix the little dings in that and then re-clear it, but that's after Dane's and Rich's guitar.
Cool. Well, so far we only have 16 entries on the draw because some people probably left. So let's go ahead and present that. So we'll do this this one for today's show. So this is day 6 giveaway, and then we're going to do number 5, which is going to take a little longer because I made it difficult for myself by let's go ahead and zoom that a little bit so you guys can see that. I made it difficult by giving people multiple ways of getting an entry. So there you go. Yeah, Dane's the best, man. They put an in and out in Tennessee. Oh, there you go. All right. So they still haven't brought White Castle to us out here, so I'm not happy about that. They need to bring that out here. That way, right across the street from each other. Because if one line's too long, go to the other one. Because sometimes the line that in and out, man, especially late night, it can be nuts. But we went inside.
Skyline chili out there, Les.
Yeah, they could use one of those Skyline chilies. Or there's the golden something. Isn't it
Corral?
No, there's a chili, one of those 3-way, 4-way, 5-way chili places, and that's golden something, isn't there? There's Skyline chili. You know what I'm talking about. There's a golden one, something.
I don't know that one.
In Cincinnati. Anyway. So if you guys don't know about, there's a special kind of chili spaghetti kind of dish that you can get in Ohio only. And in Cincinnati, they have like 5 different kinds of franchises of it there. and honestly, I like the 5-way because it's got everything. I like it all. Anyway, right on. So on the Nonk. So everyone's got an entry on the Nonk. You don't even have to put a word in or nothing. Automatically, everyone who's been chatting so far is in there. But if you hadn't chatted in a while, chat. So put some chats up there. If you want to, write anything you want in there, within reason, of course. You don't have to do numbers like on Johnny's show. But you can do the 6-7. You can do the 98 and you can do the 69. Chat. All right, so everyone chat. I'll give you guys this long. Hold on here. How do we do it? Okay. I think it's like this. No, that's not
Peggy's good at the number guessing game.
We got to do the media assets thing again. All right, we get 30 seconds. Go. And we'll be able to talk over this. If you want. Ron muted himself on purpose. 15, 14, 13. It's like a liftoff. 10, 9.
No, when you and Johnny do this, it mutes
7,
automatically. It mutes me.
6, 5, 4, 3, 2. Oh, wait. We haven't done this one in a while, right? We used to have this one where we do the all right. You guys ready? Can you guys see that all right? Yeah. All right. Tonight's winner is Burnt Relic. You get 2 because he won something earlier in the year that I haven't sent to him yet, right? So that's why I'm holding off on the packages, to be honest with you guys, because why send it twice? Why send it once? So Burnt Relic wins today. Now, what I've been doing is I've been putting it into my calendar, so that way I don't forget. Burnt Relic. Actually, last time
of the Advent calendar.
You know what happened is he actually gave it to somebody else. So
yeah.
He gave it to you, wasn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah. So he's gonna give it to you again.
Oh, I don't know about that. I'm talking about the Ace.
Burnt
the
Relic,
Ace Funko Pop. So thank you, Burnt, and thank you, Holly, because that was both of them that gave the Ace Funko Pop to me, which, by the way, is sitting. Oh, you can't see it. It's sitting on the top of the amp.
Gurnt Relic. It's Burnt Relic. Hit your. There you go. Burnt Relic. You won. Maybe this will wake him up. Again, he's a lucky guy, man. There's some people that don't win at all, and they're like, I never win. Well,
and there's people like Peggy that never doesn't
She's gotten plenty of wins over the years. I have a, you know what I do? Where I save their information on my phone, I put in the notes every time they win there too. So that way I know what they've won over the years, and I can see, all the people that have been part of the channel and supporting the channel, and of course winning stuff. Oh, did he have a public apology recently? I wonder why. Was it because he was standing behind somebody wearing a money bag hat? I don't know. I think it might be that, right? We won't talk about it. Right? This is not that channel. Even though I did want to do a political channel with someone like Brent, because he's a younger person, different views, and it's good to have that kind of, someone that you can bounce and argue off of, right? Anyway, I'm hitting the thing a lot. Okay. So now we're going to get rid of that. Now we're going to get the wheel of names, because the wheel of names is different. Now I'm going to go back to, so if anyone was smart, they would have figured out, hey, if I go back to this previous show, I can go and read the description and do the other things to get additional entries.
Could be.
Names. Name picker. Okay, wheel of names, random name picker. There we go. And then now here I have to type it in, y'all. So it's going to take a little bit of time here. But we're going to say, I'm pretty sure Peggy has got one at least, right? Let's go ahead and go to that show, and then we'll look at the chat there, or the comments, right? Because that's what you got to do. Got to go to that one. The 12 Days of ROCKMAS giveaway, day 5 of the 12 Days of ROCKMAS. And I say, read the description to see how to win. So I really spelled it out for everyone. I got 46 comments because of that. Well, half of those are me responding, of course, to the comments. So Ryan Hall. Let's see. Ryan Hall gets one. Ooh, Ryab. Ryan Hall. Okay. And then I'll have to put Peggy 1, Peggy 2, like so. Ryan says, love to visit Laz, and I miss 84 new Red Explorer with no pickguard where you were. Blackguard. Okay, so he said Blackguard, so he gets Ryan Hall. Ryan Hall again. Ryan Hall 2. Okay. And Slash, so he gets 3. So I made it extra fun, you guys. So Peggy, did you give, let's see how many you got. We got Joe Alba said Blackguard, so he gets 2. Joe Alba, so you don't get to win twice. You just get 2 entries, if you know what I mean. So Joe Alba. And you said Blackguard. Yeah, I need that in the collection. Yep. Definitely want one of those in my collection someday. Peggy says, got your text and love the show today. Watched it in the studio with Keith H. and Cushman. Yeah, right on. Great show. Loved it, Laz. Have an awesome day and be safe. And then I wrote back to her and I said, you got 1 entry for the giveaway on Thursday. See you then for the live stream. And I think I might have tried to shout people out to, hey, you can read the description and get more entries. So you got 1, Peggy. Do you have more? Then Holly figured that out too, because she has 1. Well, Holly got 1 here, and then she said Blackguard, so she's got 2. Oops. Can you guys see that? You guys don't even see what I'm doing yet, because I got to bring it on the screen, right? Let's do that so you guys can watch what I'm doing. See all the effort being made here. Oh my God, so fun. This is fun stuff though. All right, then we got Ondanong said Friday now here on the East Coast. So you get 1 because you made a comment. Oh, that's here. Okay, that doesn't count. But Ondanong, if you go there real quick and you leave a comment before I'm done reading all these, hint to anyone else. Okay, then we got Steve Rezer, who also gets 1.
Peggy said she should have 3.
Okay. All right, Peggy. Well, let's see if that's true, Peggy. I'm going to scroll down here and see if she added herself with some answers. Some more answers here. Okay. All right. Yeah. Okay. So, Peggy, you get 1, 2, and a 3, right? I thought you did. Peggy 3. There we go. All right, Steve Rezer. So you guys figured that out now? If you're quick, you get more chances. You get 3 total chances. All right, then we have Mr. Mick. He gets 2.
By the way,
and it helps if you're here for this, but if you're not, I'm going to have to find you. And so he gets 2. 66, 2. Okay. Because I told him you just had to do this, and if you're not on the show today, I said come to the show to be part of the live stream, but some people can't, and I get that. So I want to make it fair. So then we got Matt Stewart. Ooh, Nat Stewart, who will be at NAM. He's a man at NAM, and so he gets 2 because he put black pick guard. Okay, so it's starting to stack up here real nice, right? Then we got Billy Ray. He gets 2 because he said slash. So Billy Ray, and maybe even more if he answered the first question. All right. Let's see. Too bad if I knew we were going to Mammoth, I would have met you there. Yeah, you were there. So we found. I called him up, and then we chatted a little bit by text, I think. Barry Rich, he gets an entry. He didn't say any answers, but he.
Yes, Burnt, you won the first giveaway.
Yeah, Burnt, you won the first giveaway. So you can donate it to a friend or whatever. Alex gets an entry. I'm going to say Radman. Because he was there. And he's not on today's show. And then we got Lewis. Villarreal. Oop, 2 R's. All right.
Lewis won my guitar maintenance kit on Monday.
Oh, nice. Yeah, he's always wanted a Gibson Explorer. He said, I forgot to like your video, and I liked it. So he went back and liked it. Thank you so much. All right. Let's see. Oops. Get back to the comments. Let's see if anyone new commented. Let's see. We got Ondanok. Slash was a cameo. So Ondanok. If I spell Ondanok, I have to look at this. Ondanok. Oh, I said Ondanok. Ondanok. Is there like a point for that name? What is it? What is an Ondanok? You know what I mean? Like some names mean something. Ondanok 2. You get 2 because you had 1 answer at least. And then Blackguard, Joe Alba. Did we do Joe Alba yet? Yeah, we did.
Lewis, okay, it gets mailed out tomorrow, my friend.
Okay, I think that's it. I'm cheating to comment now. The pick guard is black. You are. But
I'll
you already
send you
said
the tracking
earlier. Let's see, I think. Ondanok, did you? Oh, you said something about slash, right? All right, so you get 3 Ondanok because you were smart. And I gotta give. Okay, that's it. Okay, we're cutting it at that. All right, so here we go. So some people got extra.
Lewis wants
what am I too
Burnt wants to know what he won.
Metalworking? What I win to loud and metalworking shop. Oh yeah, that's why you couldn't hear that you won. Okay, gotcha. All right. So you get to win whatever you want. So there's what I have available to still give away. I have 2 of the
guitars hanging on the wall.
Yeah, someday I'll be that rich, and then I'll be able to do that kind of stuff. Or if I start getting like stuff sent to me once I'm monetized, right? I can then do giveaways like Brian does over at his show. You know, he's been doing some of that stuff. But yeah, bottom line is, as the show grows, the prizes do as well. So here we go. Let's hit that thing. Here we go. Oh, no way. Look at that. Oh, Ondanok 2 won. So there you go. Walk me plank. What? Walk me plank?
Yeah. What can
Why
we
did it say
plank?
one? We have a winner. What can we plank? Okay, so you were on the wheel. You won on the knock. So, you know the rules. You know what to do. I'm gonna put it in my phone here, and also on the knock one. So I have to let. I have to spell this on knock. Okay, 6th day, right? Of ROCKMAS. All right, and then what happens is you email me. I'll go and turn this off now. You email me at musictherapylabs@gmail.com, right? Just like that. And tell me where to send it. So if you want me to send it to you, or you want me to send it to a friend, or you want me to send it to someone as a Christmas gift, they'll get it sometime next year. No, I am gonna get them done. Even though my sweetie is gonna be leaving very soon on Tuesday, I'm gonna try to get some of these out. Some of them out the door. I'm having YouTube burps. Get them out the door. Some of them, right? But we'll get them all out the door before Christmas for sure. And you guys all should get them at
Post
the very
office
latest.
closes half a day on Christmas Eve, Les.
Well, I probably won't be using the post office. I'll probably be using UPS or whatever, right? UPS or FedEx, typically, if it's cheaper that way, and usually it is for the most part, right? I think everything I've sent out so far has been going UPS because that's been by shipping.com, or is it stamps.com? See, that's why I was always like, I couldn't remember what was the name of it, and it's stamps.com.
Pirate Ship.
Well, Pirate
Well,
Ship
there's stamps.com, but Pirate Ship's actually cheaper.
I compared for the big box I sent to you, and they were dead on the same, but
Really?
maybe for
Wow.
smaller packages. Yeah. So Holly says, Constitution, I have on a wrist brace, so typing isn't great tonight. That's my story, and I'm sticking to it. What does that have to do with Constitutions, though? I don't know. But maybe there was a previous comment that I missed, and that's why. That is very cool. Okay, yeah, that's why. Okay. The Iroquois helped write our Constitution. There you go. Right on. Native Americans, they actually helped those pilgrims survive for Thanksgiving, right? They would have died, all of them. And then they stole Pocahontas away. And then they helped us write the Constitution. And they're still trying to teach us about like spirituality and like how to be connected to the land and not destroy and blah blah blah. So I have nothing but reverence and a great deal of respect for Native American people.
Greasy, you still here?
Yeah. I go to the drum circle thing when I can, but usually they hold it. Oh, there, let's show that big picture. There you go. Did you get those donated?
No.
You bought those. Those were expensive, I bet. You have to wait for a while, huh?
8 months.
I heard you guys talking about it. Wow, 8 months. Dang.
Yep.
Yeah, even mailing a letter is not cheap anymore. I still have those forever stamps, though, you know, Holly. And I bought a bunch of them a while ago, so I don't know if, even though they're not printing pennies anymore, those stamps, they have to accept them. Unless they shut down the post office, which could happen. Anyway, but so we got on the Nonk. You know how to get in touch with me now. Send me an email. I will ship it out to you with some extra swag. But here's what you get to choose. All right. Where'd they go? So you can have one of these string swing guitar hangers, which are what I use on most of my guitar hangers that I make. These Sound Trap guitar hangers. These are the Roxy's Sound Trap guitar hangers that are acoustic treatment and a guitar hanger in one. It's my invention. Not that anyone else hasn't thought of something like that. But I wrap them with cool fabrics. Like that one right there is actually a tapestry handmade by the fine artisans up by Lake Puno, or Lake Titicaca in Puno. I know that might have sounded weird, but but the city is called Puno, and it is right outside of Puno, and it's up there by Lake Titicaca. Anyway, as my wife likes to say, Titi for Peru, Caca for Bolivia. Yeah, they're the best, man. They're the best ones to use. They're the best. And I do have some other ones like Fret Rest and Hercules. I use, other stands too. The one of my favorites is the Guitar Dock, which I can't find in the store anymore. I guess they're all out. I don't know. Maybe they don't make them anymore, or what happened? Can you still get those? Let's look on Sweetwater. I've turned Johnny onto those too. I think, well, actually, Rich was getting some for him, and he's like, "Oh, check it out." And I'm like, "Yeah, dude, remember I was telling you about this years ago." But they are just like the Vegatram, awesome. So let's see, Guitar Dock, made by Daddario, who, by the way, are making some of the best. Like they're smart. Guitar accessory. Let's look it up that way. Let's see. Why is it? Okay, there it is. So it's available at Guitar Center for $17.97. There you go. It's available. Let's see if it's nearby me. Is it at my store? 26 miles away, so it's a little further from me then. It's probably the one at Emeryville or one of the others, but that's the guitar. Oops. That's the Guitar Dock right there. And what is so cool about this is that center piece there, you can flip it sideways too. You can flip it at an angle. So I've used it with some guitars that I have that, are really weird shaped ones, like a Explorer, for example. You can have stuff sit in that thing at all kinds of angles, and it works great for any kind of guitar. Of course, your guitar is going to be sitting on the ground underneath it. But let's say you're at home like I am, and you don't want to have a stand sticking out that you might trip over or knock it over. And that's happened to me before. So you have the Guitar Dock clamped to anything, like you can have it on a microphone stand or any kind of edge, like a table edge or whatever, and there by those little tangs. I sent I don't see Janice in the chat, but I sent Janice one of those, and she says she didn't like it that when you pull it out, it goes bling. I'm like, well, your fingers are going bling on those things all the time too, so it's actually less damaging to your guitar than
I got one
like a
mounted
pick.
over here that you sent me.
Like picking a string is making more bling bling sounds, but for whatever reason, she didn't like how when you pull it out of it, it goes bling. I'm like, well, that's not a reason. All right. So where the weight of the instrument locks it in place. Well, no, let me show you. So it clicks into position, so you can turn it sideways or whatever. But see, there's a little dial on top, and it doesn't show the bottom part there, but it clamps onto a desk edge. So I have one. Gotta have one here somewhere. I have it in my gig bag. That's the thing. Anyway, it's not handy right now. Well, let me look here. Hold on. I don't think I put it in the Gibson bag where I have my PRS. This is the strap I wear with it, by the way. Pretty cool. Blood splatter. I think this is made by Jackson. I thought so, anyway. Pretty sure this is a Jackson strap. Let's see. Did I put it in there? No, it's... Oh, wait. No, it's not in there. Nope. No, it's not in there. So it's somewhere in here. But what's really great about them... Let's see. Yeah, like you could strap it like to the edge of your amp like that. Okay. It's even got a PRS like on a table edge. Right? Like that. So, on a coffee table, whatever. So that way you don't have to have people will trip over a stand sometimes, or you'll knock it over. You'll knock a guitar over. You're not going to knock that out of place. So that's kind of what's nice about those. So yeah, it just keeps it from falling over. Exactly. So even if you have a weird shaped guitar, you stick the neck in that thing and it's not going to go anywhere, even if it wants to. Right? So they're really cool, and they're only like $18. And what's great is that that clamp thing kind of folds down too. So it's easy to take around with you. So it's a perfect thing to take if you don't want to have to carry a stand. And like I've got my Meteora, you see it over there on the end. perfect for that thing. My Jackson Randy Rhoads V, perfect for that thing too. And as a matter of fact, you can click it sideways a little so that the guitar is standing. The guitar is like on both fins, going sideways, and it won't fall over either. Depending on how high of a table edge or whatever edge, but like it shows like a amp edge, the edge of an amp. Depending on the amp. Like my Vox, nowhere to clamp it onto that thing because it's kind of got the surface right to it. But most, Marshalls or Fenders or other amps, you can clamp onto the edge of that. And as a matter of fact, it won't damage it either because it has like this rubberized kind of like silicone, almost kind of rubberized, a little harder than silicone, kind of rubberized, kind of padded thing. So it'll clamp on real nice and tight where you can't even pull it off if you try, but it's not going to really damage like Tolex or anything like that. So you can clamp it on a nice table even. It's not going to hurt it. So pretty cool, right? I love them. When I first found those, I'm like, these are the best. All right, so you can get one of these instead of one of those. I'm talking all this time about those. Maybe I'll go out and buy one of those if you want one of those. If the winner wants one of those, I'll go get one. And then we got strings of any kind. So I've got, these are my favorites that I use on most of my Strat style guitars, 9 to 42s. Or 9 to 46s. That's why they're the hybrid. I actually tried out some 9.5s, but I didn't like them as much. But I might try those on like my Les Paul. And then the other giveaway items are Chuyos. So we've already gotten some given out. So we've got these things. I brought these. These are brand new, never used, from Peru, made of llama and alpaca fur. And then colored, stained, and hand woven, made, they make it the old fashioned way. These aren't made in China or nothing, you guys. These are, honestly, they're made in Peru.
They are very warm.
And Ron, you got yours handy, or they're upstairs? Probably
no,
using
they're
them,
upstairs
right?
they're
in the truck. So they're really nice because they cover your ears, like I'm wearing one right now, right? Makes me feel like I still have long hair. Like when I used to have long hair, I feel it on my face. Anyway, when I had hair. and they're great in the wintertime.
Holly's got the pink one on.
Yeah, Holly she's got a pink one. And so I've got one more left that's black. I have two more, but I have to repair them. The little dingleberries fell off of them. So if you don't want one with a dingleberry, I'll give you that one, or I'm going to sew it back on. But yeah, I put them in the washer because I wanted to wash them before. And then these ones, when I washed them, I put them in one of those washer bags you put sweaters and stuff into or whatever. Like I washed it that way. The first time I put it in with towels and this and that, and they got yanked around and, these little dingleberry things wrapped on stuff and they got pulled off. So I have to repair a couple of them. But yeah, there's really four more. So it's like a toque, but it's not. It's a Peruvian toque called a chuyo. So it's a Chuyo. And then the other thing that you can win, there was something else too, wasn't there? So there's the Slash Funko Pops. I've got two left, and they're the skeleton Slash ones. Where are they? Oh, there they are. And then a guitar dock. If you really want a guitar dock, I'll go out and buy one. I'll probably buy them on Sweetwater, and I'll probably buy like a multi-pack, multi-pass. Right, so here's the Slash, but it's this skull Slash. I did see some at Guitar Center, by the way. It has naked Slash, like the upper half of this body, half naked Slash. Got anything sleep token related? What does that mean? What's a sleep token?
With melatonin?
Melatonin? No, I don't even like that. Sleep token. A chook. A chook. A chuyo and a toque in one. Chook. That's funny. Yeah, my cousin Art could probably help you with something like that. He grows it in his backyard. So, are you in Kanakastania, Andonk, or where do you hail? Where does everybody hail from? Where are you from? Where are you residing? Like, where do you live? I'm curious. Oh, you are? Okay, I think you might have. Maybe I've seen you in other streams that are also, Kazakhstanian. So BCG 5150 Guitars is in Florida, Philadelphia, San Jose, Lunomatic, right on, in the Bay Area. Cool. Kazakhstania. No. Canuck, like Canucks, like with guitars, like Ben, Ben Coombs. I'm a supporter of his show. He's one of the coolest guys. When I met him at NAMM, he actually invited me to join him along with some other friends to some after NAMM stuff, and so I've been a supporter of his show ever since because that's just the coolest thing. So when somebody doesn't know you, even though they know you from the chats and this and that, but you meet somebody, you never know, right? Phoenix, right on. Billy Ray, that's right. You were telling us about that, Ron. And I'll always be a supporter of Ben just for being so cool. And I'm sad that he'll never come to NAMM again because apparently they're not letting anyone in unless you're from like Finland or what was he saying recently? You have to be from one of those countries where they don't want to come here from. So just saying. Just kidding. Anyway, but bottom line is Canuck Castania is my funny way of making a joke of the Canucks, which we love. We love the Canucks. We love our Canadian brothers. I totally love them. Some of the greatest Americans are from Canuckstania. Like, do you know a couple of them? Bill Murray,
No.
for one.
Oh, yeah.
Lots of
John
people like
Candy.
that. John Candy. Second
Dan
City
Aykroyd.
People. Dan Aykroyd.
Eugene Levy.
Eugene
Rick
Levy.
Moranis.
Pete Thorne, Rick Moranis, right? And that movie's coming out soon too, right? I think next year. No, it's coming out in 2027. I heard.
So did we.
Spaceballs
BCG.
Aykroyd.
Bradshaw.
Anyone else know who else? Who else is from
Ben.
Kazakhstania? Ben Coombs, of course. A lot of cool people from Canada, and I have friends that live up there, and they're great. That are Hungarian Americans and American Canucks that are dual citizens and stuff like that. So I love Canada. I've been there a couple times. It's beautiful. But those bagels at that place, they're too small. I'm just saying. So I did it again. I knocked the leg off again. You know which place I'm talking about? Hortons, Tim Hortons. Their bagels are like these tiny little things. They look like they're the size of an English muffin. It's just wrong. Yeah, Celine Dion. There you go. And who was that girl that did that back in the 80s? She was really big. That one who went to all the malls. There's a lot of people. Harlan Williams, Shania Twain, Nick Johnson. There we go. And Ryan Reynolds, Jim Carrey, of course. William Shatner, one of the other famous. Love William Shatner. Yeah. Right. Oh, I'm super excited about that because I saw them at the Cow Palace. They were great. I think they opened for Dio at the Last in Line show. And that's where my sister, I brought her along and she became a heavy metal rock and roller. Paul Schaefer. Yeah, Tiffany. Holly, you would know, right? Triumph, of course, Triumph. And then, we've got, of course, Rush. Yeah, there it is. Knew that was coming next. But many, many greats. As a matter of fact, my uncle Art, who's no longer with us, he says that he came from Canada, Canadian Hungarian. He says at the high school talent show, his band that he sang for in high school won and beat the band The Guess Who, which is also from. Can't be The Who because there's already
Who?
Yeah, Mammoth was indeed killer. Zip ties and bias pies. So just send me in the email what you want. One of these Chuyos, or one, some strings, or one of these, guitar holders. If you really want a guitar dock, I'll go out and buy you one and send it to you. But if you're in Kazakhstania, what I'll probably have to do is buy you a gift card to what I call Lone Wolf McQuaid's because that's just Lone Wolf McQuaid. It sounds like a TV show, right? He's this ranger. He's a Mountie who works up in the mountains. He's a lumberjack, and he don't care. By the way, Kids in the Hall also Kanakastanians, right? Chuck Norris, is he from Kanakastan? Yeah, I know. Lone Wolf McWayne. So yeah, if you're from there, then tell me, where your address is, and then if I can buy something, have it shipped to you, I'll do that, like a guitar dock, or I'll get you like a $20. Oh no, I knew that was gonna happen. It happens every time, dude. You just can't display. You have to stand up. You have to back off and stand up. So look for more videos. Yeah, we do indeed, right, Holly? BCG 5150 likes that guitar, dude. He wants
No
it.
marks. We're good.
Okay. One of the guitars that they had at the collector, which I thought was cool, is one of those diver down Kramers. That was pretty cool. I think it's.
I tell you what, I took that up to the store today to show those guys.
Yeah.
I could have sold that thing about 7 different times.
Yeah, and for how much? A lot more than what it was probably.
Yeah.
Cost to put it together.
One guy said, "I'll give you $1,000 for it right now, cash."
Damn, dude.
I thought about selling it, buying another one, and building another one for CC.
Well, CC is a very long time and big time contributor and supporter of not just the Johnny Bean Show. That's how that guitar became, this 5150 inspired guitar. He first sent it to Johnny to ask him his opinion of, these made in China ones. And prior to that, they were made in Indonesia, which I think were the better ones. But, maybe they're getting better at making them in China now, too. Because China, they can make excellent guitars if they want to, right?
Yes.
Yeah. Yeah, if CC would not have been happy, Holly, don't worry. Ron would never do something like that. But I mean, of course, he's going to admit that thought did occur. Like, the very fact that somebody offered that much for it, that's pretty cool. But that just goes to show you, like, what amazing. Did they put hands on it? Did they get to feel it and see how really amazing?
The one guy's
like, it was like, damn,
he's
I'll
like,
pay
man,
$1,500 for it.
He said, this isn't an Eddie ripoff, but it encompasses a few of the guitars into one. It's like you're paying tribute to him.
Right.
And I said,
that was the idea.
Well, I even did. I said, if you looked at the, which I didn't know till Johnny, till you guys went to see the ad guitar,
right,
with the bent, string or a strap. So I did it to that. But so we got the bend like the ad guitar, but the hooks like the last ones. So it kind of a both thing there.
So Joe did send me a question. Is the string swing still available? And it is. So I have lots of these. So if everyone wants to choose one of these from now on, you can, the Chuyos, I only have I think 3 or 4 of these left. These 2 are perfectly intact. The other 2 are missing the dingle balls, and I just need to either sew them back on. I can just send them to you without the dingle ball and just tie it off at the end like this one is. That's how mine came when I first got mine. It's like one of those.
Those are very warm.
They're really nice. They're warm, and you don't have to be necessarily, saying that, hey, I went to Peru, but this one says Arequipa on it. So people are going to ask you, what's Arequipa? And you can say, it's this magical part of the land of Peru. And then this one has nothing on the gray side, and then on the much lighter gray side, it does say Peru. And then it opens like that, and you can...
Peggy, come on,
You can use it like this, too. They do... when you wash these, you want to be washing them gently, right? If you put them in the washer, they're fine. But put them in one of those bags, one of those washing kind of like little mesh bags or whatever, because otherwise these little dingleberry things are going to wrap on other stuff and it's going to tear it apart, and that's what happened with those other ones.
It's all done.
Okay, if you haven't seen this, CC, wherever you are, check that thing out.
Okay, let me move this for a minute, but I want you to see how I did the bend on that, too.
Oh, okay. You actually did the bend on it. That's cool.
Yeah, and
Very
chipped
cool.
the paint off like it was on that one.
Look at that. That's so funny.
So.
Yep. Very cool. Yeah, he did some relicking on there, and
and
but it's
it's like a satin in the back.
Mm-hmm. Yeah,
I
you shot the
drilled-
whole thing with the satin, right? Yeah.
I drilled
Yeah, you put the
all that out for the kill switch,
kill switch,
and
momentary
then did
switch,
the
or kill
three-way switch where you get 3 different sounds from a single coil now. So,
Very nice.
and these
And
are
why- And
decals.
a chicken head knob, right? I love the
Yeah.
chicken head knob.
Well, I figure since you got red here
Yeah, that's
and
cool.
red here, I might as well put red there.
The only thing
Um,
I wish you had done differently, though, even though that's just me because I sent you the sticker, is to
Yeah,
the
black
put the sticker
Kramer,
on
yeah.
there. But it's
Um,
got the original gold EVH Kramer logo on the headstock. with
These
the
are
star.
decals that
Or you
were
put
stuck
it
on
under.
the body, but you
Yeah.
don't feel them now. That's how
Yeah,
much
because
clear
you
was over
clear
there.
coated them. That's nice.
Yep.
And how much does that thing weigh?
Probably, I'm going to say 9 or 10. It's heavy.
Yeah, I remember that body wasn't light. I
No.
remember.
It's probably close to 10 pound with the case, so I'm going to ship it at
Yeah.
like 15. But I'm going to ship it Saturday, Holly.
Right
I'm
on.
going to show it.
Wow.
I'm going to show demonstrate the sound.
Hey, Guitar Man 45, dude.
I'm
What's
going
up,
to demonstrate the sound to it on Johnny's show tomorrow night.
Bo is an awesome guy. Right on. Bo, by the way, check out Ron's work here on this inspired by 5150 here. That was CC's guitar. Remember CC? He's still around. He's finally getting his guitar after like 3 or 4 years.
3 years, yeah.
Oh my God. I think that was when we went to that book soup event. No, that was the black one. Johnny was talking about that in your show the other night.
I even printed out a white
For his show.
holder for the Allen wrenches, even though it doesn't have a
Doing good,
Floyd
man.
on
Thanks.
it. But I went with a white.
Okay.
I made my own, printed it out.
Right on, man. Yeah, I'm looking
So-
forward to getting that package. That's in Kentucky right now. All right, well, that's the show, you guys. We got 2 winners tonight. Tomorrow at 11 o'clock my time, 2 o'clock Eastern, and I don't know what time it's going to be in Timbuktu at that time, but come to the show. I will ship anywhere, and if I can't ship to you because it's crazy stupid to ship, I'll buy you a gift card. Like if you're in Europe, I'll buy you a Thomann or an Anderton gift card, whichever one you prefer me to buy it from. And that way you get something, it could be an e-gift. Yeah, those Lawlers are nice.
These are going to, you know what I
yeah,
decided
it
I'm
came
going
out
to do?
good. Yeah.
Those are chrome.
Oh, you need stickers for EVH. Yeah. Well, maybe we'll include something like that in for the next winning.
So I'm going to put the Lawlers in this.
Yeah. Oh, nice, dude. That thing is
You
cool.
know, chrome bridge, chrome rings, chrome knobs, everything. Chrome kill switch.
Very
so I'll
cool.
put the chrome Lawlers in here. Take
Nice.
this slug out.
Uh-huh.
Was this the one that's got, it's like 48
Thanks, Peggy.
output, 48K. So we'll put it in something else.
Right on. And you know how we end the show, right? We end it with Holly's the Gear and Demo Show song. So we have to look that up. Let's see where this Holly Gear and Demos.
What's cool about these though? Look at the case. When you slide the top of the box off, okay, get all the decals out of there.
So I have to put Holly Lewis, because otherwise it won't. All right, there it is. Found it. All right, we'll get it back to the beginning there. We'll maximize the screen, and we'll end the show on the AI created song that Holly wrote the lyrics for, and it's pretty funny. In that, it's got a lot of funny stuff in it. All right, you guys ready for this? All right, here we go. All right, we're going to end it on this.
Welcome to Music Therapy Labs.
Thanks for making this, Holly. She's spending a day on this.
The Music Therapy
Get it right.
Live show on YouTube and Flying Pickle Studio.
Thanks, James. Thanks.
What you'll get, you might not
Great.
know, but it'll be full of fun. So come on, let's go.
Yeah, right? Those skill sets are fun. Way back in the day. We got that new Morello guitar out, too.
Electric guitars and keyboards. keyboards.
Now we got keyboards.
Crank sound effects and power chords.
Power chords.
He
sound effects.
broadcast from California to Budapest with Johnny Bean and special guests. Cranked up
Good seeing
amps,
Guitar Man
bells line your
and
room.
player.
Janice, watch your headphones for a
And Dale,
sonic
of course,
boom.
always
Funko
Dale at the
pops
end.
and
You
down
can't have a
swag
proper ending
galore.
without Dale.
Up on the shelves, down to the floor. The music therapy.
The End, by the way, that was the album for the tour that Mammoth performed their final show of the year. They had MYLES Kennedy and his trio warming up for him, which was pretty amazing. And then he had a song where Slash came walking in on it.
Soundtrack panels
Yeah.
on the wall,
Soloing for
custom
like
made
5
for
minutes.
one and all.
Pretty
Spin the
amazing.
wheel to win a prize. Look out, the arrival date might be revised. We never know what to expect. What you see is what you get. Too much apple juice might lead to
Yeah,
three
too much
windy
apple.
sheets. Last, we sure do miss your pet parakeets. The music therapy.
I miss him too, my little FedEx.
What you'll get, you might
All right, you
not
guys,
know,
thank you everyone for
but
coming to the
it'll
show
be
today.
fun. So
Sunday
come on,
morning, we're going to
let's
have
go.
our music news therapy show at 10 a.m. But don't forget, tomorrow at 11 my time, we're going to be doing another 12 Days of Rockmas, Day 7. So look for that at 11 o'clock my time, 2 p.m. Eastern.
Oh, good, he made it through. No injuries or self-inflicted tattoos.
Inflicted
The music
tattoos.
therapy live show on YouTube at Flying Pickle Studio.
No, I don't have any self-inflicted. You ever get a
Might
tattoo?
not know, but it'll be full
me?
of fun.
Yeah, do you have a
So come
tattoo?
on, let's go. Hey,
I don't believe it.
Convictions is my tweet.
My sister has something.
Run, Magic Man, what you want, pal? Laz, put down the megaphone. Janice has her earbuds in. Are you ever gonna demo that keyboard? Dude, it's been 6
got a
months.
bigger
Let's
one
do
now,
this.
look out.
Thanks, everyone.
I
You
just
all
had to get a
rock.
battery for this thing.
You all rock.
All right, you all rock. All right. Oh no, we
Just,
gotta turn that off
just,
before I talk.
fire.
Okay, gotta talk over that stuff because we're gonna get copyright striked right at the end. Jeez. Anyway, have a good one, everyone. Thanks for coming. We had like almost 30-something odd people in here tonight. That was awesome. Share the channel, you guys. Please share the channel because if we can get to 1,000 by end of year, that'll make my year. I'll start monetizing anyway next year. I think that's going to help grow the channel. That's the reason I'm doing it, to be honest. And then if you want to, support the show, you can PayPal me. You go into the description. But the best way to help me right now, honestly, is just share and share and share to your friends.
Get
Like,
him
share
to
it on your-
1,000.
Yeah, get me to 1,000, and then I'm gonna give away an actual guitar, like that one that we got built for CC. I mean, how many hours of time went in that thing, Ron? I mean, I
For
put
me,
something into it. You put something into it. Johnny put some time into it, but you put probably a day or more into that thing at least total, right? So yeah.
Well,
and
not
then
to mention
Uncle
I had to
Raymond,
come
what's
up with a
dude?
wiring scheme for it too. So
Yeah, I need to get
I mean-
your address so I can send you a Christmas card, dude. I was gonna stop by Uncle Raymond's niece. That's why we call him Uncle Raymond, Amanda Peters, down in L.A. But I was gonna drop something by to her, but instead I'm gonna send her a nice package instead because we didn't have that much time. We got home late. I got home at 9:30, and I was planning to be home way earlier. So Metalhead Hippie, dude, what's up, dude? Nice to see you here. Hey, go check out Metalhead Hippie. He's playing like all kinds of games like you like to play, Ron. You gotta hit up Ron, Metalhead Hippie. He'll join you in some of that stuff. He's a
Call of
video
Duty?
game player. Yeah, well, he's always playing some kind of game. So right on, man. If you guys don't know about what Hippie's done in the community, this guy probably did more to promote like musicians and people that are trying to create a band or have a band or have original music or collaborate with other musicians online. He like was a workhorse doing that for 2 nights a week, man. That was amazing. And he's playing Breakpoint right now. So what is that, like part of Call of Duty? It's like one of the Call of Duty things, or is it a different game?
I don't know. I play Call of Duty Hardcore.
Yeah.
Team deathmatch.
Deathmatch. And not Robot Chicken Deathmatch.
No.
That's my favorite kind of. Ghost Recon. Okay. I think I've heard of that.
Yep.
I don't game. I'm not a gamer. I used to when I was younger, but I don't have time for it. But I might when my sweetie's gone. So I might join you guys some late nights. You know.
It's relaxing as I'm screaming at the TV and trying to bust the controller in
I'm
half.
always learning. That's my problem. I'm one of those sponges that can't stop learning stuff. So I'm always watching some YouTuber slash expert on something, talking about something. Anyway, so right on, you guys. Thanks again for joining, and we'll see you on the next show. And thank you, Ron, for joining. And rock on.